Basic weaves. Basic weaves require a minimum number of warp and weft yarns to constitute its repeat units. There are three primary or basic weaves. They are: first, plain weave; second, twill weave; third, satin or sateen weave. Plain weave. Plain weave is the simplest form of interlacing and can be generated with only two harnesses. One harness controls the movement of even-numbered yarns in the warp sheet, and the other harness controls the movement of odd-numbered yarns. For representing plain weave, warp number 1 goes above pick number 1, so marked cross below pick number 2, so left blank above pick number 3, mark cross, and below pick number 4, left blank, and so on. Twill weave. The twill weave structure requires a minimum of 3 warp and 3 weft. To produce this weave is distinguished by diagonal lines. The simplest twill is that created by the warp crossing over 2 weft yarns, then under one, the sequence being repeated in each succeeding shot. That is, pick but stepped over one warp either to the left or to the right. Twills with more warps than wefts floating on the fabric's face are called warp-faced. Those with weft predominating are called weft face. The interlacement of warp and weft is only possible in 2 ways: A. 2 up, 1 down; B. 1 up, 2 down. Twill repeat is completed in 3 warp and 3 weft yarns. After the interlacement, the fabric shows diagonal lines running at 45 degrees, and if these diagonal lines run from lower right to upper left, then it is called left hand twill. Satin or sateen weave. A sateen woven fabric tends to have a high luster due to the high number of floats on the fabric. Floats are missed interlacing, where the warp yarns lays on top of the weft yarn or vice versa. This type of weave requires a minimum set of 5 warps and 5 wefts. While doing sateen weaving, the following 3 basic principles have to be followed. A. The numerical pairs should be so selected that the total should be equal to the number of shafts on which the sateen weave will be produced. For example, for 8-end sateen, you need 8 shafts. So the pairs will be 1 and 7, 2 and 6, 3 and 5, 4 and 4. B. The stepping number cannot be 1 or less than 1 of the total number of shafts. For example, 8 minus 1 is equal to 7 in this case. C. The numerical pair values should not be a factor of the total number of shafts. For example, the stepping number cannot be 2, 4 and 6. In a satin weave, 8 shafts can only be produced in 2 ways. For example, when the stepping number is either 3 or 5. Similarly, if a satin weave is to be prepared on 5 warps and 5 picks, then the stepping numbers can only be 2 or 3 on the basis of the above 3 principles. Weft face satin is called sateen and warp face satin is called satin, but for the common man both are satin.